Someone out there, one of you, has been using my likeness to promote cryptocurrency scams on YouTube. And I will not stand for it. Yes, in part because I don't want you guys to be tricked or lose your money, but mostly because of this. What the hell is this? This is borderline slander. That's not my setup. I swear. It's not me. A viewer sent me this channel letting me know that they were impersonating me, so-called Crypto Maverick, which just daggers right to the heart if the background wasn't slander enough. And you can see they've been posting a bunch of videos promoting cryptocurrencies, all basically the exact same script, but using a different cryptocurrency and putting me in a different background. Here I'm in an IKEA. Here I'm DJing, I guess. Here, well, okay, this is my actual setup, guys. Not to brag, but I do have I do have 4 monitors all showing AMC. So we're gonna watch one of these videos and you'll see right away, pretty easy to tell. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm diving into a high yield crypto opportunity that's been turning heads lately. I've been exploring a promising token project that's currently offering up to 952% APY. Yeah, just a cheeky 952% return. No risk, guys, involved with this. Through staking a remarkably efficient strategy to generate passive income in the crypto space. Yes, you heard that right. Minus 952% APY. Oops, bit of a slip up there. Yeah, somehow still more mathematically probable than walking away from this with a positive return. So what's interesting is that this is real footage of me from one of my videos, and the only AI that's being used from a visual standpoint is the lips to lip sync it, and the background. The background as well, also AI. So why am I particularly excited about this one specific token? Because it's currently offering up to 952% APY. That's a return rate you don't see every day. Let's put it into perspective. If you stake just $10,000, you could potentially be earning around $265 daily in token rewards. Sounds ambitious? It's happening, and I've tested it myself, ... So here's... What more do you need, folks? I've tested it myself, period, ... Twice the emphasis. Anyway, you get the idea. That's the video. The whole thing is a tutorial trying to get you to click the link in the description and connect to your crypto wallet, which I assume they just take your money if you do that. You can see the comments are all bots. You're my go-to crypto education now. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And there are videos being pumped out on a bunch of different cryptocurrencies, all of which are actual projects, some of which I've cratered, but trying to make it feel legitimate. As well, the link is a sushi swap spoof, so it looks like an actual cryptocurrency exchange, which don't click the link. Do not try this at home. But all being done to make it, again, feel legitimate. And, well, there are some clear slip-ups with the audio. It's not bad. The cadence is there. It does sound like me. It's a little flat. Right, guys? A little monotone. Surely a model error there. But it's, considering it probably took very little effort to put together, it's pretty good. Now, of course, I'm far from the first person to be AI impersonated. This is an ad I actually saw not too long ago of Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney selling some sort of fraudulent thing online. I know CoffeeZilla posted a similar video of ads of him circulating, him promoting some sort of cryptocurrency project. We've seen Elon Musk, we've seen Sam Altman, all these billionaires promoting stuff as well. But what is concerning here, well, I think stuff like this is a bit easier to filter out. We've always had these types of scams around celebrities and the like, and people with these public profiles. These tools are being used to target people privately, individuals who might not have that sort of online presence. There's this great report I found by Resemble AI that found that a whopping 34% of deepfake attacks actually target private citizens versus the 41% that target public figures, and 23% of these deepfakes are for the intent of carrying out financial scams or fraud, with there being over $200 million of just the documented financial losses in the first quarter of this year alone. So while this video might be easier to tell, it might be harder to over the phone or something like that. We've seen scammers impersonate executives within companies and internal communication to convince people to route money. And I'm sure many people have heard by now the awful extortion scams you see where people pretend to have a loved one hostage or something. And what's kind of crazy about all this is that, well, obviously the more content you have, when you have someone like me with hundreds of videos online, you can kind of build a higher quality model. I'm not saying this one's high quality per se, but it's possible to replicate someone better. But allegedly, it takes just a minute of audio to produce a model resembling someone's voice. So it can take just one recorded phone call or one social media video to copy someone's voice. So while this is kind of a minor case, I've reported the account. Hopefully by the time this video goes live, it's completely taken down. But something to be aware of, and I think it gives us an opportunity to address that these types of scams are becoming more common and harder to detect. It used to be that you had to be careful because anything you saw in a guru video could be faked. Now the guru themselves can be faked. And keep in mind, this is a pretty low effort video, right? With the completely inaccurate desktop background and the like. So if someone takes a bit more time or takes a bit more money, we're going to start seeing a lot more convincing stuff. I'll also highlight quickly some tips for countering this kind of stuff. I know most people are probably thinking, hey, we're fully adept to handle this stuff. We're on the internet too. We're well aware of all this stuff happening. But personally, I know very intelligent people who have fallen for financial scams, so I'm still going to talk about it quickly. One, pausing before taking any action that involves payments or exposing any sort of sensitive information or potentially exposing your cybersecurity. Two, validate the person's identity as best you can. Does the source appear legitimate? Is the domain of an email or something the legitimate domain for that company or a very similar spoof? If it's a corporate or law enforcement call, you can also just hang up and then call those institutions directly, because if you actually have an arrest warrant, they'll be happy to tell you over the official line. And if it's a loved one, trying to get in contact with that person or a close trusted contact as well. And some experts are highlighting the need to come up with a protocol for this kind of activity, something like a verbal password, or also if you can prepare personal questions that only that person would know that's not easily accessible on social media. That's another way to try and verify someone's identity. And finally, again, don't do what I did. Avoid suspicious links or documents. Quick Google search can get you the actual domain when you suspect that there might be a spoofed one. So yeah, I just wanted to share and take the opportunity to talk about the broader topic of the fast approaching dystopian future of AI trying to steal your money, because it is something that we're going to be seeing more and more of. I don't think with this video it's a particular risk. Again, as someone who's always highlighting the risks, even with non-scam promotions from influencers and the like, a bit uncharacteristic of me to then turn around and promote a 952% return crypto project. I also take the opportunity to highlight my actual socials, which are the only places I publicly post about stuff. Since I also get a lot of Twitter spoof accounts and even YouTube accounts that in the comment section will try to pretend to be me. And just to be clear, I never have and never will promote a financial service, whether it be a brokerage or an actual investment, let alone a cratered cryptocurrency. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we've been training for, right? As we march towards the promising future of generative AI, good luck out there. Time to use those critical thinking skills because we're in it, baby. This is the end game, so got to be vigilant. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. And as always, be safe out there. ...